Congressman Richard Hanna shared his take on the race for NY22 with us just last night. But since stepping back from his time in office, what has that former representative been up to? Our Marley Tuskus found out. Good evening, Marley.
Good evening, Angie. Well, it's been 2 years that former Congressman Richard Hanna has been away from the Hill, but in that time he's continued to be involved in government.
I'm part of a No Labels group and part of former members of Congress group, and I've traveled a little bit to a few places to talk about it. I've got a couple of op-eds that are coming out. It speaks to the dysfunction of Congress.
Right now, Hanna says majority rules in Congress, and the problem with that is that it leads to a polarization between the two parties.
Everything is moved to the extremes, both parties, and you can see that with the far left, and you can see it with the far right. Well, this country can't function unless it gets its work done.
The issue Hanna says he sees with this now is the fact that politicians pander to a specific audience by voting based on party lines instead of what they feel is right for their constituents.
It's a lot of wasted time simply to get reelected, and it's part of it's because the ideologies of both parties have become so severe that they're not willing to give an inch to either side. And they become successful at that, but who pays the price? You, me, our kids.
This is much of what he says is talked about among the former members of Congress, part of why he wanted to join these groups in the first place.
It does make me think that I'm still involved and I can talk to people about it, because the severity of this problem, I don't think people really appreciate, that so many things in this country are falling apart and we're not dealing with it directly.
Now, with that being said, Hanna tells us he ultimately believes everything will be all right and that citizens' voices will continue to be heard. Reporting, Marley Tuskus, Eyewitness News.